Hello friends, welcome to Emotional Impulse. My dear students, as you know, in today's generation, in today's era, we all know that DNA is a genetic materials. Okay, it is very easy to us to understand that DNA is the only genetic material that can carry the hereditary character from one generation to another. Okay, but previously it was not so easy. Okay, it took too much time to inbuild itself that I am DNA, I can carry the genetic materials from one generation to another. Okay, it depends on so much experiment. Okay, and by this experiment scientists proved that DNA is the one type of things, one type of genetic materials, one type of nucleic acid that can carry the hereditary character from one generation to the another generation. Okay, it took a lot of times to prove itself. Okay, and that depends on the experiment. In today's class we are just going to discuss about some those experiment that will give some, or you can say that gave the evidence, okay, that fulfill evidence that prove that DNA is the genetic materials of our body, of all kinds of the animals and the plants. Okay, so previously there was some scientist. Okay, now I'm not going to say the name of the scientist. Okay, so you can say that the molecular biologist. Okay, some molecular biologist was there. They discussed or they invented some kinds of, you can say they discovered some kinds of experiment that proved that DNA is the genetic materials. Okay, and that microbiologist discussed those experiment by the experiment of some microorganisms like virus, bacteriophage. Okay, some kinds of the bacteria. Okay, so these are microorganisms. Depends on these microorganisms, they did some experiment. What was those experiment? Those experiments was, first is bacterial transformation, second was their bacterial infection, or you can say that bacteriophage infection, and third number was bacterial recombination, and the last one was bacterial transduction. Okay, so it depends on those experiment. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about some those experiment. So our class will be start today from those experiment. Okay, the first experiment was bacterial transformation. Second number bacterial recombination. Number 3, bacteriophage infection. Number 4, bacterial transduction. So those was the experiment that were needed to prove that DNA is the genetic materials for us. Okay, but in today's class I will just discuss only the first one, bacterial transformation process. Okay, and the next class we will discuss about 2, 3 and 4, but today's class I'm just going to discuss the first one, bacterial transformation. Okay, so what is transformation, what kinds of transformation was there, who did this experiment first? So in today's class we are just going to discover, or you can say that going to discuss about those type of things. Okay, so students, in the year 1928, so in the year 1928, there was one scientist from England. Okay, in the during the time of First World War. So at that time one scientist was there. His name was Frederick Griffith. His name was Frederick Griffith. Okay, he was one, you can say that molecular biologist. Okay, he did one experiment on the basis of bacterial transformation. Okay, so what he did, actually he found that there was one disease. Okay, you all know that disease is known as pneumonia. Okay, so the disease name is pneumonia. But what is the causative agent of the disease? The causative agent of this disease is bacteria. What kind of bacteria? The bacteria is Koch type of bacteria. Okay, the round type of bacteria. These are known as Coccus. So the causative agent of this disease is bacteria. So what was the disease? The disease name was pneumonia. Pneumonia was the disease, and the causative agent is one microbes, or you can say the bacteria. The name of the bacteria is Diplococcus pneumoniae. This is the scientific name of the pneumonia causative agent bacteria, that is Diplococcus pneumoniae. But previously or earlier it was saying that it is known as pneumococcus. So you can say that pneumococcus also. Okay, Diplococcus pneumoniae, or you can say that pneumococcus. Pneumococcus or Diplococcus pneumoniae is the causative agent for the pneumonia disease. Okay, but he found also another things. Okay, when he did his experiment, or he just started the further research about it, he found that there are two strains of this pneumococcus. Two strains. Means you can find out the two strains, two category of this type of microbes. One is rough strain, another is smooth strain. Okay, so let's start the detailing discussion about this type of bacteria. Okay, so I'm erasing this one. So I'm writing the first, pneumococcus. It has two strain. Okay, the first one is S3 and the second one is R2. Okay, listen very carefully and just try to look very sincerely. Okay, the first one is S3 and the second one is R2. What is S3? Strain 3 means this is the S is stand for smooth. Okay, so S stand for smooth, and here R stand for rough. What is smooth and what is rough? If you will find those bacteria, you will see or you will feel that the surface of this bacteria contain one slime membrane of the polysaccharide. Okay, so the bacteria body covered with one polysaccharide membrane that is very slippery in touch. That's why it is known as smooth. Okay, so this is the membrane of polysaccharide. Okay, polysaccharide membrane that give the smooth appearance. So those bacteria outside covered with the polysaccharide membrane, okay, that will give the shiny, or you can say that the slippery appearance to over the body of the bacteria. This is known as smooth bacteria. Okay, and another things, these bacteria also known as the virulent bacteria. Virulent bacteria means this is the bacteria that is the cause for the pneumonia disease. Okay, it can cause or it can create the disease. That's why it is known as virulent bacteria. So this is virulent bacteria. So students, you got the another name, you can say the smooth bacteria or S3 bacteria or virulent bacteria, because it can create the disease. Now we are coming to the second one. Rough means their surface don't have any polysaccharide layer. They don't have any polysaccharide layer means they don't have any shiny nature about their surface, and their colonies is very irregular. Okay, but it doesn't create any disease for the pneumonia. That's why it is known as non-virulent. Okay, so what is virulent, what is non-virulent? Okay, what is virulent? Some kinds of bacteria was there who create the disease is known as virulent bacteria, and their surface is very smooth because it's contain polysaccharide about, or you can say that surrounding their body. And this is non-virulent bacteria, means it doesn't any kinds of relation with the disease, it doesn't create any kinds of disease because it doesn't have any kinds of polysaccharide layer. Okay, that's why it is known as the rough bacteria, doesn't any kinds of smooth surface surrounding their body. Okay, so now you know that what is virulent and what is non-virulent. Okay, so now our experiment will start. What Griffith did, that Griffith's experiment was known as the Griffith's bacterial transformation experiment. Okay, so what he did, he several group of mice, okay, and pushed one group of mice with this virulent bacteria with injection. Okay, so he took some mice and pushed injection with this virulent smooth bacteria, and what he observed, he observed that all the mice was died that time after pushing these kinds of injection with this virulent bacteria first time. And the second, when he pushed these kinds of bacteria with those mice and that group of mice, that mice was very okay, that was fine, they were alive. So you can easily say that these are the causative agent for the bacteria, and these are the normal bacteria, they don't have any relation with the pneumonia. And number three, when he killed this smooth bacteria with 60 degrees centigrade temperature. Okay, so by the applying of much more heat, he killed these kinds of bacteria, and he got the killed bacteria, they don't have any life. Okay, and then he pushed this bacteria into the mice through injection. He got very good result, means those mice was fully okay. Okay, that was very good result, the mice was okay, there were no any kinds of disease condition about that. Okay, the mice was okay. But in the fourth attempt, what he did, he chose another group of mice, then he formed one mixture of heat killed virulent bacteria with normal non-virulent bacteria. Okay, so what he did, he collected some non-virulent bacteria and mixed with this non-virulent bacteria with another heat killed smooth or virulent bacteria, and then he pushed all the injections to the mice. And what he observed, that all the mice was dead. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, and virulent was alive. But what happened after some time, then the non-virulent bacteria showing the nature of the virulent bacteria, what would be the cause? So he concluded that something was there in the non-virulent bacteria. Okay, they transform themselves into the virulent bacteria. Okay, so in the smooth bacteria something was there, those are in dead virulent bacteria, but in the non-virulent bacteria something was there, those were alive. So some essential agent, okay, you can say that something was there in the smooth bacteria, dead smooth bacteria, that transform itself into alive nature. That's why from this aliveness showing the character of its original bacteria's nature. Okay, so this is rough bacteria but living, this is smooth bacteria but not living. So from this rough bacteria, one agent, when something is present from this rough bacteria, it's coming from this rough bacteria to this smooth bacteria and affect this smooth bacteria. As they are dead, this smooth bacterial agent convert into the live agent, and then these dead bacteria's some agents convert into the live bacteria agent. That is the main nature of this bad, or you can say that virulent bacteria. Okay, so whatever I am saying, whatever I said, that this agent, something is there, this something or agent is actually the nucleic acid, that is the DNA. That's why he concluded that from the rough bacteria some agent came to the smooth bacteria, and then smooth bacteria convert itself into the virulent original natural bacteria, and showing the succession in the generation to generation. That's why when the mixture injected to those mice, these non-virulent bacteria convert into the virulent bacteria and showing their polysaccharides nature, smooth nature, and the virulence nature. That's why it is known as transformation of bacteria. Means some nucleic acid transfer from rough bacteria to the smooth bacteria, and then smooth bacterial nucleic acid convert into itself into the another natural original smooth bacteria's nature. That is a thing. That's why we can say that this is known as the bacterial transformation. Okay, so this is the cause. Okay, so friends and students, this was our today's lesson, and I have drawn one picture about this experiment that would be easy to understand. So, okay, so before conclude my today's class, I will just want to show the experiments of Griffiths. Okay, that was showing that Griffiths experiment. Okay, let's see. This is the rough bacteria, or you can say the R2 living bacteria. When this living bacteria injected to the mice alive, no problem, because as we know that rough bacteria is a non-virulent bacteria. So now this is the S3 or S3 strain, or the virulent strain injected dead mice, because virulent means disease causing bacteria, that's why dead mice. But when the bacteria killed with 60-degree temperature, heat killed, so these are the heat kill S3 bacteria, means S3 bacteria had or you can say that S3 bacteria lost its capacity to create the disease, so that's why it's a non-virulent bacteria in nature now. So now this is the procedure when injected into the mice alive. Yes, it is obviously expected, because mice should be alive, because this is the non-virulent bacteria, because normally it is S3 virulent bacteria, but when it's heat killed bacteria, means it's means you can say lost its properties to create the disease. That's why it's now becoming itself, or you can performing itself into the non-virulent type of bacteria. So living mice. So now this is the final things. When this living R2 bacteria or the non-virulent bacteria mixed with the heat killed bacteria and pushed into the mice dead, because something is there that convert itself into this bacteria. Okay, so from this bacteria some nucleic acid came here, and this nucleic acid convert itself into the original S3, that is the virulent bacteria, and this virulent bacteria shows its original nature. That's why mice was dead. Okay, so this was our today's lesson, and in the next lesson we will discuss about the another evidence of our experiment. After that, Griffith, some experiment was there: bacterial transduction, bacterial recombination, and bacteriophage inspection. Those would be our discussion matter in my next class. Okay, so till then, take care, and hope you will enjoy my lecture today with my. So if it is, then please subscribe my channel and stay with me, and take care of yourself. Bye. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.